What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Kofi gang. What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Kofi gang for being here, being involved and being active. Shout out to Pantan and shout out to the BTS army. Today strategically I planned to watch the music video of Spring Day, which I did the live performances, 2 live performances actually, in 2 different contexts, one which was a performance and one which was the getaway chill performance where we sat down to actually focus on their vocals. So this time we are going to do the right thing, right? And you guys have been pushing me a lot and I understand that definitely. So I decided to switch my camera around because this camera actually lasts longer, and you know, it literally depends on the USB connection, but my other camera depends on battery and all of that. So streaming long videos really, you know, takes a huge toll on the camera and the battery's performance. So that is why I've changed my camera around, and I use this camera for long videos anyway. So shout out to you guys. So today we're going to check out Spring Day, the music video. That's one. And then we're going to check out the Italian explanation of it. So there is an Italian person now who does an explanation for Pantan videos. Shout out to her. And then there is another video which was suggested to me by some of you, which is the symbolism video of it as well. So this is a lot of videos that I'm going to check out, and they are very long, so bear with me. So first of all, let's check out the music video of it. Shout out to you guys. Welcome for being here. So we're going to spend a long time here today. Relax, sit down, put your feet on the couch. I know some of you may be at work right now taking lunch and decided to take longer lunches because of this moment right now. Thank you very much. We love you. Let the purple hearts flow in the comment sections whilst you're at it as well. Shout out to you and enjoy your lunch as well. Shout out to you guys. Love you. Thank you for being here, being involved and being active. Let's go. Big hits. What's up, V? Oh. Look at that detail, the detail in the sound effect. Wait, hold up. Wait, what? The train is coming? What? Come on, President.
이제 얼굴 한번 보는 것조차 힘들어진 우리가 여긴 온통 겨울뿐이야 8월에도 겨울이 와 마음은 시간에 달려가네 홀로 남은 설국 열차 네 손잡고 지금 반대편까지 가 겨울을 끝내봐 그리움들이 얼마나 눈치를 내려야 그 봄날이 올까 거울을 떠드는 작은 먼지처럼 작은 먼지처럼
Beautiful. Yeah. JK. Oh. That store, like, these are a lot of things that mean something, doesn't it? Like, they are going to very like key places. Like V is at a train wreck. When the train was coming, he laid on the train. I'm not sure what's going on there. And they are at a restaurant where they are having fun there. That's probably like there is Jimin. Hello Jimin, how are you doing? I miss you. I was just reading the lyrics, by the way. And then this is Ome, what is this? Omelas something. So that's Sugar, RM and J-Hope. They are here. This is probably a key place as well, a motel or a restaurant, something like that.
시간도 참 미워 우리가 변한 거지 뭐 모두가 그런 거지 뭐 그래 늙다 네가 넌 떠났지만 단 하루도 널 잊은 적이 없었지 나 솔직히 보고 싶은데 이만 너를 지울게 그게 널 원망하기보단 덜 아프니 널 풀어내본다 연기처럼 하얀 연기처럼 말로는 지운다 해도 사실 난 아직 날 보내지 못하는데
I love that duets, man.
꽃이 떨어져요 또 조금씩 멀어져요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 얼마나 기다려
There again. So it is a motel. It says no vacancy there. Oh, interesting. So there are two sides of it. They are in the train and then they're in a motel. So it keeps switching. And then Jimin is at the sea, right? And then V is at the train rack. So those are the four places. And then Jin is kind of keeps coming back, rather like in the staircase. I think it's in the same motel place, right? And then in the wash machine room, right? Whoa. So at one point we see only JK in the train, and then later on we see everyone else in there. Okay. Oh, there's a train. What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay. Interesting. Very intriguing video. Not a lot of information that they've provided, have they? Very mysterious. Let's dive deep into this. Deep dive. I can't speak because it's Sunday and I'm recording this like 12 a.m. It's a night stream for BTS. Okay, all right, relax. Okay, so first of all, let's check out the symbolism and the explanation by Sewol. This music video is a tribute to the Sewol I can't read. Sewol Ferry tragedy. Okay, this is theory 1. Okay, theory 1. Okay, so BTS Spring Day music video explanation. All right, this Sewol Ferry, Snowpiercer, and survivors. Right. Okay, so shout out to BTF bulletproof vibes. I can't read. I don't know what's going on with me tonight. I'm tired. I had a really long weekend. All right. Boys represent all the survivors of the tragedy. Okay, what was the tragedy? That's V, right? Yeah, Taeyang. Yeah, exactly. So here Taeyang is feeling survivor's guilt. Oh, okay. The guilt of having survived while his friends passed. Many people who have lost their loved ones often feel like committing suicide themselves so they can meet the other person in the afterlife. How true that is, man. How true that is. I love the piano. She feels guilty about surviving. I came out this alive, but my friends didn't. This is from Yang Young-won, a Sewol survivor. Okay. Yuki is also a survivor, thinking about his lost friends. How about Jimin? Okay. Do you notice all the abandoned suitcases enclosed in the carriage? Oh, okay, the abandoned suitcases. Oh. Yes, at the top as well, I see that. Oh, wow, I missed that. So those abandoned suitcases enclosed represent all students who went on the field trip. So it was a field trip by students, right? With all their belongings, but never came back. What actually happened? I guess we're gonna get to the bottom of it. It's widely known the Korean government has been heavily criticized by the way they handled the tragedy. The media didn't report the full truth. The media never reports the full truth. I don't know why we're always surprised at that. The families kept in the dark about what happened. The media are not paid to tell you the truth. The media are paid to do a job, to tell you a truth, a certain type of truth, manipulated truth, usually diluted form of truth. There is some truth in it, but it's usually rinsed and repeated and diluted, and you get the crumbs of it. They're not paid to tell you the truth. Most tragically, the captain told the students to stay in their spot instead of evacuating. Okay, most of the students drowned while the captain and many crew members evacuate. What? The sinking ship. Wait. Okay, wait, hold on. So it was a train that had an accident, or it got stuck in ice, I guess, and then it was sinking in the ice. Is that what happened? Students, man, in the lyrics of Spring Day, Rap Monster mentions Snowpiercer. Yes, Snowpiercer is a movie by the Korean director Jung Hong Bong. Okay, I haven't seen that. Maybe I'll watch that. The movie takes place entirely on a train. The movie symbolizes human society, okay, where the people in the front of the train, upper class, yes, the government, treat the tail of the train, regular people, in an inhumane way. Okay. Okay, I see.
Belong to the front. You belong to the tail. Know your place. Keep your.
I need to watch this movie then. I am gonna watch this movie on Patreon. I believe this reference is a criticism to how younger people and ordinary citizens in South Korea are expected to always follow orders, even if it means being oppressed by authorities. That's crazy, man. Just like what happened to the students on the ferry. Wait, okay. So it's a ferry now? I'm sorry. I'm just confused as to what actually happened to them, right? So first of all, it's on the train. Now we hear a sinking ship. And then I'm like, okay, well, so we hear captain, but then captains. Okay. So we have train master, right? Trains don't have captains, they have masters. So it's train master. So saying captain, the captain told them to stay put and not evacuate. So I think it was a ferry. So now we're saying ferry. Okay. So the students went on a train, abandoned their luggages, jumped on the ferry. Is that what happened? In the slip. So one guy finally decides to revolt in the movie. Yeah, so he sets out towards the front of the train to confront the train owners. Ah, that is why Rap Monster is movie. All right. So this is Omeles. Okay. Omelas is a name of a fictional time. Is from the book The One Who Walk Away from Omelas. Okay, the ones who walk away from Omelas. Okay, I see. Synopsis is The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas is the story of a utopian society whose survival and happiness depends on the suffering of children. The suffering of a child. Whoa. In short, it's about how someone's happiness and prosperity means suffering. Okay. Someone's happiness and prosperity means someone else is suffering. There are those who ignore the suffering to stay happy. Ignorance is bliss. Yep. Then there are those who walk away from it, right? Because they don't want to play the game anymore. Okay. So Hobie and Sugar represents the citizens of Omelas. Omelas is full of people, thus no vacancy. Okay, okay. Let's see. Someone looking to the front to confront justice. Okay. So he opens the door and then he's wearing a crown, right? Ah, I see. So they come in here. He comes to the front. And they are just enjoying themselves with riches and cake and all of that, unless I'm wrong. So the scene mirrors the scene in Peace Notice when the main character reaches the middle of the train and he's attacked by people who will not let the rebels through. Okay, I see. Although it looks like a fun scene, it's not. Right, so it's a fight scene. And then they replace it with a fun scene. Okay. Very interesting. So see Ramon's somber expression. He's trying to confront injustice in the society and government, but people are bringing him down and literally throwing things at him. That's what will happen. Jin represents the one. So Jin represents the one who have passed away. He looks up at all of the others who are climbing up, growing up, while he's stuck at the bottom. Wow, wow. Unable to grow up and go up with that. That's crazy. That is crazy creative. I never thought of that. That is amazing. Wow. So he reaches out to them. That's very interesting. And then he does this. Here's JK. So the rusty merry-go-round behind JK represents a loss of childhood. Interesting. The next few scenes are basically the survivors of the tragedy going about with their regular lives, having fun with friends, doing usual growing up stuff. Yes. How about relaxation? Emptiness of loss. Exactly. Jimin picked up a shoe, didn't he? Jimin symbolizes and picks up the shoe of a survivor washed up on shore. So it was a ferry. Yes. Okay. Of course, it was a ferry. The name says Sewol Ferry, right? Sewol Ferry. Of course, it's a ferry. Duh. I'm sure by this time you guys have thrown all sorts of insults at me by this time. I'm sure by this time you guys are like, oh, okay, idiot. I know. I put my hand up. I should have guessed it. I should have been like, of course, it's Sewol Ferry. It's a ferry. What am I talking about? Train, right? Yeah. Okay. I put my hand up. All right, idiot here. Okay. Why? So fighting back tears. Yeah, you could see that he was about to cry. Jin, an 18-year-old boy who spoke for the survivor, said, grown-ups are constantly telling us to forget and cheer up. Okay. And cheer up. Yeah. But we will remember and recollect our friends, because not forgetting them is what we can do at best. Yeah. Just as we will remember them, please don't forget them. This is amazing, man. from the Daily Mail. This is amazing. That's why they have the sticker on there says "Don't forget." Did it say "Don't forget" or something specific than that? Yep, don't forget. And you know, the picture shows a mountain right in the background, and at the end they had the clothes, the laundry clothes piled up on the mountain. Very interesting. Oh, beautiful song, man. Don't forget, yes. The mountain pile of clothes represents the victims. Oh! Whoa! Christian whoa! Wow! In 2010, I can't read, guys. An artist named Christian Boltanski held an art installation, a 40-foot tall mountain pile of clothes. That is why it was on the mountain. Oh man, that's very interesting, bro. Very intelligent how they did the music video. Each piece of clothes was deposited on top of the mountain pile, symbolizing carrying the souls of those who inhabited the clothes to a higher place. This might have been the inspiration of the clothes pile. Wow. Some Israelites is a duty to seek justice. The yellow ribbons are similar to the Sewol Ferry yellow ribbon campaign. I see. So JK finally wakes up and runs in the same path as Rap Monster to seek justice for what happened. Okay. Oh yes, that's true. So he joins the front. Man, that is so good, bro. He thinks he's in this fight alone. You never walk. Hashtag you never walk alone. Oh wow, interesting. And then the train. So this scene symbolizes that even if justice is achieved, not achieved, what's done is done. The dead will not come back to life. Wow. Yeah, that's the reality of things. As long as we remember the ones who have died, they will live. Yeah. Here, JK is striking a match. Striking a match is reminiscent of the scene in Little Match Girl. A lot of movies, an old fairy tale, right? Or stories, right? Like they are relating this scene. They are relating a lot of parts of the music video in a lot of stories and movies and all of that. Very interesting. And the actual event, where every time she lights up a match, she sees her loved ones who have passed away. In the previous scene, he was alone, but after striking a match, he had everyone around him. That is true. Let's take it back, actually. That's true. That's true. He was alone. Beautiful. Oh, the cloth pile outside the tree. No, I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that in the music video. Wow. Cloth pile outside the tree symbolizes all the dead. It's outside of the world. The world being the train is a gloomy sight. Wow. Yo. Man, this is... This is painful. In the Snowpiercer movie, the humans are stuck living inside a train because the world outside has completely frozen. I see. It represents how many of us are stuck inside a society or government that is oppressive with no way out. I need to watch that movie. Okay. How did he know? Oh, that's the reference to the snowflakes falling. What? He saw a snowflake enter the train for the first time in many years. Snowflakes would not be able to form if the temperature is sub-zero or frozen. That is very true. So he realized that somewhere outside the earth is slowly warming up again. There is hope for survival outside. It's amazing. Yes. Here, Jimin steps out of the train, out of the oppressive system that is the society and the government that had tried to downplay the tragedy. He invites us with him. He invites me with him. The survivors feel free and liberated. A spring day. Oh, wow. In many cultures, shoes hung on the trees to commemorate the dead. Yes. Shin Yongjin, the Sewol survivor, said, just as we cannot forget them, we ask that the citizens of this country also never forget them. And so these are the mentioned sources, man. Shout out to Bulletproof. What's your name again? Shout out to Bulletproof. What's your name again? Bulletproof Vibes. Shout out to you. Thank you very much for bringing this to us, man. That was something else. Wow. So many symbols of this, man. I can't even get over this. Wow. Man, this is something else. This is crazy. This is a crazy story, you know. How many were they? All right, so also I have two theories. This is theory one. I will work on theory two when I have time, and I'll upload when I'm done. Okay, no worries. All right, whilst you're working on theory two, let us watch Italian Army's version. So what you still don't know about BTS Spring Day music video. Let's go. Warning: questo video potrebbe contenere whatever. Alright, I guess it's copyright, or is one about hard images or something like that. This video essentially, the translation is below it. Damn, I told you guys I'm doing this at night, bro. My brain is shut down. This video may include potentially sensitive content. Yes.
Analizzeremo insieme il video della canzone Spring Day dei BTS.
That's okay.
Spring Day è uno dei brani del nuovo repackage album Wings You Never Walk Alone. Se fate attenzione potete notare come il logo dell'album sia composto da 4 nastri gialli.
Yes,
Il nastro giallo è un simbolo universale, infatti lo trovate anche fra le emoji di WhatsApp. Può avere vari significati, ma per lo più è associato a coloro che attendono il ritorno di una persona cara. Rientra nella categoria dei nastri della consapevolezza usati per esprimere sostegno a favore di cause e campagne civili.
Okay.
In particolare in Corea del Sud è stato usato come simbolo in memoria delle vittime del naufragio del traghetto Sewol, che avvenne il 16
So that was in 2014. Okay. Of the
aprile del 2014 e portò
in 16th April 2014 and led to the death of 304 people. Thank you. Oh my days. Thank you for giving me that. I had so many questions about how many, when. Look at them with all their high hopes and dreams on their faces, man. Imagine the future they all had planned for themselves, or the hopes and dreams that they had. Life is very, very interesting, isn't it? Like we plan, we make decisions as though we're going to see it tomorrow, and yet we do it anyway. But we don't have a choice, do we? What other choice would...
alla morte di 304 persone, la maggior parte delle quali studenti in gita scolastica. I BTS hanno recentemente fatto una donazione
So BTS made a donation? Okay.
ai genitori delle vittime di questa tragedia, ma di questo parleremo più avanti. Ci sarebbe moltissimo da dire sulla questione, in particolare sul comportamento inaccettabile dell'equipaggio della nave e della guardia costiera o sulla corruzione e negligenza del governo e della stampa, ma mi limiterò a riportare le vicende più gravi connesse al video di Spring Day. Osserviamo la scena iniziale del video. Vi si trova in una stazione che in Corea non è più in funzione da molti anni, ma si inginocchia appoggiando le orecchie sulle rotaie per sentire se il treno stia arrivando.
Yes.
Se ascoltiamo bene, però, possiamo sentire il segnale sonoro di una nave.
Oh, was that a ship? Because I thought that was a train.
Subito dopo, l'inquadratura segue un treno immaginario su dei binari vuoti. Il treno traghetto non arriverà mai e vi finirà per camminare tristemente in mezzo alle rotaie. Queste scene rappresentano il sentimento dei parenti e degli amici delle vittime, l'aspettarsi di veder comparire da un momento all'altro i propri cari come se nulla fosse successo, ma anche la loro richiesta a lungo inascoltata
Wow, that represents Jimin going to the seaside. Oh.
di riportare a terra il traghetto che si trovava ancora negli abissi assieme ai corpi di 9 dispersi fino a pochi giorni fa. Le prime parole della canzone sono "mi mancate", mentre viene inquadrato il mare e Jimin che lo osserva. Poco dopo lo vediamo trovare delle scarpe sulla spiaggia e notate anche come sono rovinati i vestiti che indossa. La scena fa quindi riferimento agli indumenti delle vittime, sia quelli persi in mare che quelli come le scarpe che vedete lasciati sul molo come tributo nei giorni immediatamente successivi alla tragedia. Da qui arriviamo alla scena nella lavanderia. Jimin si tiene accanto le scarpe come a rappresentare un amico che non c'è più. Se i vestiti simboleggiano le vittime, gli oblò delle lavatrici ricordano quelli di una nave, quindi anche le lavatrici rappresentano il traghetto e i vestiti sono le persone intrappolate all'interno.
Oh wow! So they're trapped inside. That's what it represents. Wow! So even washing machines accounts. So even washing machines accounts for the ferry. And the clothes are the people trapped inside.
Le lavatrici rappresentano il traghetto e i vestiti sono le persone intrappolate all'interno. I cestelli girano capovolgendosi proprio come accadde al Sewol. Ascoltate cosa dice il testo della canzone in queste scene.
Wow. Stay where you are and stay still.
Si riferisce all'ordine insensato che venne continuamente trasmesso ai passeggeri del Sewol e che fu una delle cause principali della loro morte. Sarebbe bastato saltare in mare per salvarsi. Solo in questi oblò, che poi vengono inquadrati da vicino, sono stati aggiunti degli adesivi con le istruzioni, dove non a caso l'unica frase leggibile è "Don't forget". Non dimenticare è uno degli slogan più usati per ricordare le tragedie, ma nel caso del naufragio del Sewol è un messaggio particolarmente significativo.
Grown-ups are constantly telling, yep, which we already read that. We remember our friend just like us, please don't forget them. Wow, this is tough, man. So they had to stand against authorities, they had to go against authorities to protest, to get their voices heard. This is crazy, man.
Perché alle famiglie delle vittime e ai ragazzi sopravvissuti fu più volte ripetuto di accettare e dimenticare l'accaduto. Guardate ora questa foto. ritrae uno dei sommozzatori incaricato di recuperare i corpi delle vittime dentro la camera di decompressione.
Wow.
L'oblò non vi ricorda qualcosa? E quest'altra scena in cui Jin inserisce la moneta per far partire la lavatrice si
Yes.
riferisce chiaramente agli interessi economici e alla corruzione.
So it refers to the economic interest and corruption. Okay. I find it hard to see how that is. Negligence and corruption are the cause of Sewol sinking.
Che sono stati la reale causa dell'incidente.
Oh,
Per farvi
resources.
capire questa e le scene successive, devo fare una breve pausa e spiegare alcune dinamiche della tragedia. Il
Okay.
naufragio del Sewol fu causato dal peso eccessivo dovuto a delle modifiche illegali effettuate alla
So it was excessive weight to illegal modifications due to illegal modification made to the ship.
nave, che però aveva comunque ottenuto una licenza di circolazione. Alcuni membri del governo furono accusati di avere interessi finanziari nella società proprietaria del traghetto,
I see.
ma le indagini furono portate avanti in modo poco trasparente e alla fine molti dei reali responsabili rimasero impuniti.
So they modified the ship to an illegal weight size, or illegal weight for it to carry down, from point A to point B safely with passengers and cargo as well. And obviously there were people in high places that were going to benefit from that decision, and obviously they got away with this. Those trying to hide the truth are the real criminals, always, including the media, by the way.
Alcune delle responsabilità più gravi pesano sulla guardia costiera. Giunta sul luogo dell'incidente, dopo aver recuperato quelli che per legge avrebbero dovuto mettere in sicurezza i passeggeri, e cioè equipaggio e capitano, si premurò soltanto di impedire alle imbarcazioni civili accorse in aiuto di avvicinarsi.
Whoa.
아까 낮에도 자기네들이 유리창이라도 깨가지고 한 사람이라도 구하려고 그랬더니 경찰이 못 깨겠다는 거예요 그거를.
Police was stopping
Nessuno
them.
dei soccorritori si introdusse nella nave o ruppe le finestre per
Wow.
liberare chi era intrappolato dentro. Alla fine la maggioranza dei sopravvissuti fu salvata dai pescherecci che riuscirono ad avvicinarsi. E intanto la nave continuava ad affondare, fino a che poche ore dopo divenne impossibile recuperare i passeggeri senza attrezzature per l'immersione. Nonostante ciò, la stampa, manipolata dal governo che non voleva perdere
Nevertheless, the press, manipulated by government that did not want to lose electoral consensus, because it's always about the fucking elections, isn't it?
consensi elettorali, riportava alla nazione rassicuranti notizie false.
조결 시도 중이다 이렇게 지금 보도가 나가고 있는데요. 이게 사실이 아니라면서요? 네.
I pochi giornalisti che si recarono sul posto
A few journalists who came to the site were fired. If this doesn't, remind you of everything that I say, especially, reacting to the rise of Bangtan, the hardships of Bangtan, the journey of, introduction to Bangtan, I've always made a comment to never, ever, like, everything that you hear from the mainstream news media, you take it with a grain of salt. Like, there is a truth in it, but the entire thing is manipulated, it's been taken out of context, given to this person to manipulate it, and then they take it and then they find whatever they can benefit from it, and whatever is going to make them look bad, they will take it out of that diluted information and then throw it to the next person. The next person will get the information, will take whatever that makes them look bad out of it, then they'll give the information to the actual person that is sitting in front of the camera telling you the news. So by the time the information gets to you, the normal citizen, you are receiving the most manipulated, diluted, rinsed form of information that you can receive. And yet, a lot of people believe everything that they hear. It's like, relax, take time, and make sure that you're getting multiple information from different sources before you can come to a conclusion about something. Not everything you hear straight away from the news should be taken seriously. Like, relax, seriously, like, people calm down. Take your time, take at least a few hours to make sure that you know what's going on before you jump on, something, because the way things are moving now in terms of political speed and financials, it's crazy how much things are manipulated now. So, man, I don't know. This is sad. This is sad.
Subirono pressioni e censure da parte del governo. In queste immagini si vede chiaramente come la guardia costiera abbia ostacolato e addirittura
In this shooting, you can see that the Coast Guard prevented and even sabotaged the recovery of the operations of experienced volunteers. You remember in the movie Snowpiercer, as the music video, the symbolized version showed us that when someone tries to confront the authorities, the people in the middle will try to stop him. That's exactly what this is. Like, for example, when someone tries to call out maybe some BS going on in society, what happens to them? They get cancelled, they get accused of things falsely, and then they get taken from their position so that they cannot defend something. You see, that is why it's very dangerous to join people that are very prone to calling out names and calling out someone and demanding them to be cancelled and all of that. That's why it's very dangerous to join that train, because that same train is used to destroy people who try to call out authorities. They are falsely accused, they are manipulated. You are manipulated to doing things that they want you to do, you know. Like, that's, it's very dangerous to do that, you know. That's why I always, whenever I'm talking and all of that, you can tell from where I come from. It's like, I don't support, you know, things like that. I don't. People need to really look at the media with a very critical eye, especially social media, and what you hear. Very, very, very important.
Sabotato le operazioni di recupero di volontari esperti.
이게 기대인데 이게 저게 된 게 아닌 것 같아. 그래서 자른 거지.
It was cut.
뭐 지금 이유야 뭐 기상 악화로 뭐 안전을 위한다고.
They're saying the weather's getting worse. There's no
충분히
safe
들어가려면
roads.
들어갈 수가
It's
있거든요.
good enough for us to drive. Wow.
인간인들은 들어간대. 근데
So they were saying that the weather was bad for people to drive. Meanwhile, it wasn't. It was okay.
경찰은 못 들어간대. 아무것도 하는 게 없어요.
Potete quindi immaginare la rabbia, la frustrazione e il senso di impotenza dei genitori accorsi sul posto, sapendo che i loro figli, forse ancora vivi grazie alle sacche d'aria, stavano morendo a causa dell'inspiegabile mancanza di azione di chi doveva salvarli. Ritorniamo adesso alla scena nella lavanderia, dove l'orologio segna le 9:35. Tra le 9:30 e le
Wait, I would have never noticed that. I would have
nella
never noticed the
lavanderia,
time.
dove l'orologio segna le 9:35.
9:35. I would have never noticed that.
Tra le 9:30 e le 9:45 le apparecchiature di comunicazione del Sewol smisero di funzionare e l'equipaggio fu tratto in salvo mentre i passeggeri venivano abbandonati al loro destino.
Wow.
Poi compare Suga seduto su una pila di vestiti che è praticamente identica all'installazione Person dell'artista francese Christian Boltanski che state vedendo. Rappresenta le persone che ci hanno lasciati. Nel video i vestiti sono circondati dall'oscurità che ricorda appunto gli abissi del mare. In quest'altra scena possiamo notare attaccati alla giostra decine di nastri gialli.
The yellow ribbons, yes.
Qui abbiamo un'altra prova di come l'intero video faccia riferimento al naufragio del Sewol, perché nei giorni successivi alla catastrofe tantissimi coreani mostrarono il proprio supporto alle famiglie coinvolte aderendo alla campagna dei nastri gialli. Luoghi e strade della nazione furono colorati di fiocchi giallo speranza. Anche la giostra non è stata inserita a caso. You'll Never Walk Alone è una canzone di scena di un musical di Broadway
You Never
che si
Walk
chiama
Alone, yeah.
appunto Carosello, e viene eseguita in due momenti, per confortare la protagonista subito dopo il suicidio del marito, che era appunto un giostraio, e poi come incoraggiamento verso la loro figlia che sta affrontando l'ultimo anno di scuola. Quindi abbiamo di nuovo i temi del lutto e del conforto. Vedete l'albero dentro il cerchio di luci che rappresenta la giostra?
Yeah.
Simboleggia la vittima, ma anche il ciclo della vita. E questo ci ricollega anche all'albero della scena
That
finale.
represents the circle of life as well. That is very interesting. Did you see the tree within the circle of light representing the carousel?
E del conforto.
Okay, alright, okay.
Vedete l'albero dentro il cerchio di luci che rappresenta la giostra? Simboleggia la vittima, ma anche il ciclo della
It symbolizes the victim, but also the cycle
vita.
of
E questo
life.
ci ricollega anche all'albero della scena finale di Spring Day. E non è tutto. Questa canzone di scena è diventata l'inno ufficiale della squadra di calcio del
I was just about to say that You Will Never Walk Alone is also the theme for Liverpool FC for England, the soccer team for England, right?
Liverpool, che mostrò il suo sostegno alla campagna dei nastri gialli con il tweet che state vedendo. Proprio il giorno prima dell'incidente del Sewol, il Liverpool aveva infatti celebrato l'anniversario di un altro grande disastro e lo aveva fatto come da tradizione, cantando il suo inno You'll Never Walk Alone. Sto parlando della tragedia dello stadio di Hillsborough che provocò la morte di 96 persone, anche in questo caso molti dei quali ragazzi. Nel 2016 le famiglie
Wait, hold up. I missed all of that because I was distracted.
You'll Never Walk Alone. Sto parlando della tragedia dello stadio di Hillsborough
I'm talking about the hill.
che provocò la morte
Oh, when I pause it, I don't see it because the translation I put at the top, so I can't see it because the description is at the top.
You'll Never Walk Alone. Sto parlando della tragedia dello stadio di Hillsborough che
Hillsborough
provocò la
Stadium
morte di
tragedy.
96
Because of
persone,
96
anche in questo
death.
caso molti dei quali ragazzi.
People who were
Nel
young.
2016 le famiglie delle vittime del Sewol hanno incontrato quelle delle vittime di Hillsborough.
Oh, so they
unendosi in
work
una campagna
together.
comune.
So the victim, the relatives of the victims of Hillsborough and Sewol joined together to fund the campaign.
Questo perché in entrambi i casi la stampa corrotta riportò false notizie e i parenti delle vittime lottarono e lottano ancora per ottenere verità e giustizia.
돈도 필요 없고 보상도 필요 없고 신뢰치료 다 필요 없거든요. 그것만 해주시면 대한민국의 안전한 미래가 여러분들의 손에 달려있다는 것 그거 하나만 명심해 주시고 제발 도와주시죠.
Da tutto ciò capiamo che la scelta del titolo You Never Walk Alone non è stata affatto casuale. Un altro particolare è lo stato della giostra, arrugginita e rovinata proprio come le lamiere del Sewol sommerso, che è stato recuperato alcuni giorni fa poco dopo la caduta del governo. Oltre a collegarsi al
So after they impeached the president, yeah. Alright, so they retrieved it, just like the place.
Che è stato recuperato alcuni giorni fa poco dopo la caduta del governo. Oltre a collegarsi al titolo del musical, quindi, anche la giostra rappresenta la nave che trasportava gli studenti. Nelle scene successive del video credo sia stato rappresentato il momento della morte delle vittime. JK sta sognando, infatti indossa vestiti diversi. Corre cercando un'uscita e qualcosa non quadra, tutto trema, le tende svolazzano. Dopo aver attraversato la lavanderia, che come ho detto simboleggia l'inabissamento della nave, JK incontra gli altri membri del gruppo, ma qualche istante dopo si rivede dentro al treno traghetto. È come se la sua anima si fosse staccata dal corpo che è ancora lì, sul mezzo di trasporto. Se notate, il treno sta attraversando un tunnel, un passaggio, che simboleggia appunto il momento del trapasso.
Wow, the tunnel represents the moment of passing as well. That's very... Oh man, that is...
La luce diminuisce e vediamo JK e Rap Monster che chiudono gli occhi e abbassano la testa nel tipico atteggiamento del lutto. Il fiammifero si spegne come le vite dei passeggeri del Sewol, ma ecco che si riaccende, compaiono anche gli altri membri e tutti si ritrovano sopra la pila di vestiti che adesso non è più negli abissi dell'oceano, ma raggiunge il cielo dove in genere tendiamo a immaginare le persone che ci hanno lasciati. A questo punto JK si risveglia e tutto il gruppo arriva a destinazione. Questo che state vedendo è un video realizzato in memoria delle vittime del Sewol, che mi ha ricordato moltissimo la scena finale. Le scarpe appese ad un albero rappresentano qualcuno morto in circostanze tragiche e la solennità stessa della scena fa pensare che i ragazzi stiano porgendo il loro omaggio davanti a un monumento ai caduti. Ricordate le scarpe e i messaggi che vi ho mostrato? In questa possiamo leggere:
So my dear friend, your friend bought you a pair of shoes. Your mom, sister and brother are waiting for you.
Tesoro, un tuo amico ti ha comprato un bellissimo paio di scarpe. La tua mamma, tuo fratello e tua sorella ti stanno aspettando. La scena trasmette un sentimento di memoria, solidarietà e conforto. Del resto l'intero video è studiato per dare questa sensazione. I colori sono tenui ma vividi, i luoghi sono liberi e aperti oppure chiusi ma accoglienti. L'atmosfera ispira una serenità pacata come la neve, inducendo anche al ricordo di dolci momenti passati, come la scena della festa di compleanno. I momenti che state vedendo adesso rappresentano infatti dei ricordi, perché sia Jin che V li fotografano per poterli riportare alla mente in futuro. L'insegna che vedete fa riferimento a questo libro, che parla di una festa dell'estate nella città utopica di Omelas, dove tutti vivono felici. Questa felicità però ha un prezzo. Un bambino deve vivere segregato in un luogo angusto.
A child must live segregated in another place alone and malnourished.
Solo e malnutrito, in una condizione che lo porterà presto alla morte.
In a condition that will soon lead to him.
L'insegna in rosso, che significa al completo, ci fa riflettere su come il benessere nella nostra società sia riservato solo ad alcuni. Il significato del racconto di Omelas può essere paragonato a quello del film Snowpiercer.
Oh, so she also links it with Snowpiercer as well.
A cui sia il testo che il video di Spirit Day fanno riferimento. Lo Snowpiercer è un treno che continua a muoversi attorno alla Terra, colpita da una nuova era glaciale. Tutti gli uomini sopravvissuti si trovano su questo treno, che è diviso in classi sociali. I più ricchi vivono nei vagoni anteriori, mentre i più umili nelle ultime carrozze. I poveri sono
I really need to watch this movie, man.
Continuamente oppressi dai ricchi che arrivano a rapire alcuni dei loro bambini e per questo organizzano una rivolta con lo scopo di arrivare alla testa del treno e prenderne possesso. Ma una volta arrivati scoprono che per poter funzionare il motore ha bisogno che dei bambini sufficientemente piccoli si occupino della sua manutenzione in condizioni terribili. Nel video Omelas sembra trovarsi simbolicamente all'interno del treno. Si tratta della rappresentazione dei vagoni riservati ai ricchi che vivono sulle spalle dei poveri e dei bambini sfruttati. Entrambe le storie sono quindi un'allegoria delle società capitaliste attuali, dove chi ha il potere è disposto a sacrificare degli innocenti per il proprio tornaconto, il che è esattamente quello che è accaduto con l'incidente del Sewol.
뭐라고? 아 시간이 어딨어? 야 지금 시간이 문제야. 가족이 빠져서 그렇게 말해. 빨리 가 빨리. 한 사람이라도 살려주세요. 구조를 해야 될 거 아니냐고. 아니 사람이 살아있다고요. 이러라고 이 새끼야. 사람이 살아있다고 갓둥이 왔대. 빨리 구해줘 좀.
Dopo la morte di ragazzini innocenti ci fu uno scarico di responsabilità e una ricerca di capri espiatori. E così i volontari accorsi in aiuto divennero responsabili di aver ostacolato operazioni di soccorso inesistenti, furono inventate condizioni atmosferiche avverse alle immersioni e il governo fece persino in modo che la stampa dipingesse i familiari delle vittime come rivoluzionari affamati di soldi, nel tentativo di manipolare l'opinione pubblica contro di loro. Qui potete vedere come un giornalista stia fingendo di essere pressato dalla calca e come polizia e reporter stiano premendo sui manifestanti del tutto pacifici. La tragedia del Sewol è...
Right, so this is all staged. They staged this.
Qui potete vedere come un giornalista stia fingendo di essere pressato dalla calca e come polizia e reporter stiano premendo sui manifestanti del tutto pacifici. La tragedia del Sewol e i nastri gialli sono per questo diventati un simbolo della lotta contro la corruzione del governo coreano. C'è un motivo per cui la Big Hit e BTS hanno scelto di affrontare questi temi proprio adesso. Negli ultimi mesi molti funzionari governativi e collaboratori della presidentessa Park sono stati arrestati per corruzione. La stessa Park è stata interrogata nel dicembre 2016 anche riguardo alle sue responsabilità nella tragedia del Sewol e questo 10 marzo è stata destituita dalla sua carica e arrestata. È stata inoltre scoperta l'esistenza di una lista nera governativa contenente i nomi di quasi 10.
Whoa, hold on. There's a blacklist?
È stata inoltre scoperta
So wait,
l'esistenza
man, when I pause, oh man, I don't know why the translation is all the way at the top.
dicembre 2016 anche riguardo le sue responsabilità nella tragedia del Sewol e questo 10 marzo è stata destituita dalla sua carica e arrestata. È stata inoltre scoperta l'esistenza di una lista nera
of a government blacklist containing the names of nearly 10,000 artists.
Governativa contenente i nomi di quasi 10.000 artisti che sono stati discriminati e censurati per aver espresso idee politiche
who has been discriminated and censored for expressing subversive political views.
Di sinistra ho mostrato solidarietà alle famiglie delle vittime del naufragio.
And showing their sympathy for. This is why I always say this is why it's dangerous when you want to shut down certain people because of the views that you don't like. This is why I always talk about it. This is why I mentioned it in my reaction to the hardships and the racism and the xenophobia that BTS faced and the views of other people that were really just disgusting. And I said, yes, as long, you know, like obviously I don't have to say this, so I'm not even going to make that disclaimer. But whatever opinion you have, you can make that. I'm tired of making disclaimers to say, oh, I don't support this. Clearly I don't, and I'm not going to make that disclaimer. But like I said, I was like, people need to be allowed to say whatever opinion that they want to make. Why? Well, so that you can hear them and then know what to do with that. But when you shut certain people down, you give people power, you give authorities more power to shut down people in future that you would wish you heard. That's what this kind of thing happens. When you start shutting people down because of they said something that you don't like, you think is going to stay there, eventually they're going to come for you too. It doesn't happen to just people you don't like, it happens to people you like too. That is why in order to fight for a free country or a free community, a free society, you're gonna have to allow the people that you hate also have a voice. because then that means that you also get to have a voice as well. That's what that means. It doesn't mean that anyone supports them or anything like that. No, it means that just so that you can also have a voice in future when you need to fight for your family and you need to say something that authorities would rather not have you say, you will be free to say them. That's what fighting for someone's freedom to say what you don't like means. Whether you like it or not, that's what that is. I don't like it, but that's what it is. I didn't make people, I didn't make society, I didn't make rules. That's how it goes. So if you want to create your own form of society, good luck. I doubt that it will work. Look at that.
Nella lista erano presenti anche i nomi del regista del film Snowpiercer assieme a uno degli attori principali, e questo ci spiega ulteriormente il riferimento a questo film nel video di Spring Day. Quelle che vedete sono le immagini delle proteste che sono avvenute in questi mesi a Seoul. Le luci rappresentano la speranza nel futuro della Corea. Tutto il paese, nonché vari artisti, hanno fortemente espresso la loro opposizione al governo. Nello show che state vedendo, i rapper, al posto di sfidarsi tra loro, hanno attaccato all'unisono l'amministrazione Park, ricordando...
Oh, they compete against each other to join it? Wow! So in the show you're seeing rappers instead of compete against each other, joined together to attack Park administration.
I rapper, al posto di sfidarsi tra loro, hanno attaccato all'unisono l'amministrazione Park, ricordando fra l'altro la tragedia del Sewol.
Wow! Is that a song that's playing in the background? Is that the rappers coming together to rap against what went on?
나의 봄이 아직 시린 이유 떨어지는 꽃잎이 너무나 슬픈 이유 눈물에 젖은 꽃잎 우리의 봄 반성 없는 그들 미안 남은 우리의 몸 그날 이후.
Le parole di questo pezzo non vi ricordano un po' il testo di Spring Day? Anche i BTS e la Big Hit non sono rimasti a guardare. Hanno segretamente donato.
They secretly donated to 100 million won, which is $88,000, to the organization for Truth and Safer Society. Why wasn't this mentioned in the introduction to BTS, right? This is one of the most effective donation that they've done.
100 milioni di won, circa 80.000 euro, all'Organizzazione per la Verità e per una società più sicura, creata dalle famiglie coinvolte nel naufragio del Sewol. Nonostante la stampa non fosse stata informata, dopo il comeback la notizia è venuta a galla. La Big Hit ha confermato la donazione, aggiungendo solo che i ragazzi ritenevano la questione un affare personale. Alla conferenza stampa dopo l'uscita dell'album, Rapmaster ha dichiarato che con i 4 brani di You Never Walk Alone, i BTS vogliono mostrare la speranza e la rinascita della gioventù che proviene dalla lotta e dalla disperazione.
우리들도 젊은 사람들도 그 한국 사회의 미래를 생각하고 그런 능력이 충분히 있다고 생각하고 앞으로 더 나은 그런 대한민국을 만들기 위해서 훨씬 그런 노력을 할 수 있다고 생각을 합니다.
Ci sono molti simboli nei vestiti che indossano che rimandano a questi concetti. La tigre sulla maglia di V simboleggia la lotta, mentre l'ape, oltre ad essere un simbolo spesso...
Wait, she's speaking so fast. So there are many symbols in the clothes that they wear that refer to these concepts.
La tigre sulla maglia di
So the tiger on V shirt symbolizes struggle. I see.
V simboleggia la lotta, mentre l'ape, oltre...
While the B, in addition to being often associated with rebirth. Really? B? I can see why B would be a symbol of rebirth. Okay, like butterfly and phoenixes, yes.
Oltre ad essere un simbolo spesso associato alla rinascita come la farfalla e le fenici, è anche un simbolo di operosità.
I missed this one. So
spesso associato alla rinascita come la farfalla e le fenici, è anche un simbolo
di
operosità.
It's also a symbol of industriousness. See, that's what I would think that B would represent, industriousness.
Yes. E si presta bene a rappresentare i giovani coreani. Il fiore blu sul maglione di Jimin rappresenta la memoria e il ricordo, e poi ci sono le ali, l'aereo, le piume. Si tratta quindi di un messaggio di conforto e di speranza nella rinascita di un'intera generazione che lotta affinché gli errori, la negligenza e la corruzione della società non debbano più ricadere su di essa e su coloro che verranno. Sono infatti proprio i giovani che stanno più soffrendo e pagando a causa dell'organizzazione sociale coreana. Non a caso il tasso di suicidi fra gli studenti di questa nazione è fra i più alti.
Wow, it's no coincidence that the suicide rate among students of this nation is one of the highest in the world. No way! Wow!
Alti al mondo. Alle domande riguardo i riferimenti alla tragedia nel video di Spring Day, Rapmaster ha risposto: siamo piuttosto cauti nel parlare del naufragio del Sewol, ma credo che in
But as citizens of the country, I do believe we should feel
quanto
responsible.
cittadini dello Stato dovremmo sentirci.
He continued, we thought we could send our condolences if we could. We donated because we wanted to help the Sewol Ferry tragedy project, psychology consultations for the victims' families. Well done, man. I did read the post that said the music video of Spring Day reminded them of Sewol Ferry tragedy. As for the music video of Spring Day, every viewer can have a different interpretation of the music or the music video because it depends on their mind, and we wish to leave this open. I see what you did there, RM. I see what you did there. Bad man, you bad man. I see what you did there. That was a very smart PR move there. Shout out to yo president. That is why he's the president. He's PR trained, really PR trained. That was really good. He left it to your imagination. He didn't want to say I cannot confirm or deny. That's pretty much what he said. I can't confirm or deny, but you can leave it out to interpretation. That's a very smart move. Shout out to them, man. They're really trained to address the media. Like, yeah, you have to be.
Responsabili. Abbiamo donato perché volevamo aiutare il progetto. Dopo quello che vi ho mostrato potete facilmente immaginare perché i ragazzi siano cauti, ma Rapmaster ha anche detto che i BTS non resteranno in silenzio riguardo le ragionevoli questioni sociali e che contribuiranno a lottare contro questi problemi con la loro musica.
Shout out to Italian Army. You put in a lot of detail in this video. And I'm really appreciative of your time for taking your time to do this. Shout out to you. Wow. See, this is why BTS are at the level that they are, because they are very intelligent in addressing a lot of issues without addressing them and then leaving it to your own imagination, right? But holy moly. What do you guys think? I think this is very, very, very poignant. And $304 people, you know, rest in peace to them. And I mean, I know this is 2014 and I am, almost, 9, 8, 9, 10 years late. This is sad, man. This is sad. We need to be careful who we give power to. We need to be careful. We need to be really, really, really careful, because the way is so easy for media to be manipulated for us to see what they want us to see. Like, you go on whatever social media platform. Is it Naver? Is it Google, Facebook, whatever, Instagram, whatever? What you're seeing is according to how you have been mapped by the application, because when you download the app, you sign some terms and conditions, and the conditions and the terms will allow them to map your interests, the things that you're interested in, the things that you get yourself into, the type of voices you hear. And what does that happen? To keep you interested in this social game, they keep showing you the things that you want to see, right? Meanwhile, simultaneously shutting down the other voices that you haven't seen. Not that you don't want to see, but you haven't seen. So without your knowledge, you don't know what you're seeing, whether it's the full truth or the truth that they want you to see, because that's what's going to keep you interested in this, in participating in this. So we need to be very careful as to who we trust. And the media, especially the mainstream media. Like, if you hear a news from here, you need to combine a lot of sources, look at a lot of independent sources as well in order to come to a conclusion. It takes longer. Yeah, we are lazy, so we would rather just hear someone tell us and all of that. I understand that too. But why not just remain on the fence then, if it comes to that? If you're too lazy to do your own research and all of that because you have to work and all of that, that's fine. But why don't you remain on the fence then? Because you cannot claim, you cannot claim one side is true if you are too lazy to do your own research as well. That is the thing. I know a lot of people may not like what I'm saying. That is also fine. You are free to disagree with me too. But you cannot tell me what I can or can't say, because I am not telling you what you can or can't say. So be careful of that. you guys in the comment section that come to tell me that don't say this, no, you don't have a right to tell me that you are a social bully, and I will stop you on my channel. Shout out to you. Thank you very much for spending time with me. I love you guys. Leave the purple hearts in the comment section. Shout out to you. Bura hey, and I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Stay tuned and we're out. Peace.